What is up, YouTube? What is up, college football fans? What is up, Clemson Tiger fans? Happy stormy, rainy, miserable, cold Sunday from the low country of South Carolina. You guys know what I say, though. Every day above ground is a great day as far as I'm concerned, and every day is a great day to be a Clemson Tiger. Wow. So I woke up, it's now what, 7:30? It's 7:30 in the morning as I'm shooting this video. On my way to get some coffee. But I woke up early this morning around 6 a.m. and rewatched the game from last night. Now, I was streaming the game last night, so I saw the game, but it was painful. Look, if you're coming on here thinking I'm going to come on here and pump some sunshine because Clemson had a convincing 30-point win or 31-point win against a terrible Boston College team, you might want to go ahead and click off the video now. I'm just going to go ahead and let you know that now. Now, I don't want you to click off the video. I want you to watch the video and hear what I have to say and even hit the thumbs up because YouTube really cares. But it's really painful to watch this offense, man. The defense didn't play great either. They held Boston College to 10 points, but Boston College they got a lot of yards. They were moving the ball. They just had a hard time getting in the end zone. And look, at the end of the day, that's the goal. But Clemson has a real problem with stopping the run and stopping mobile quarterbacks. And that is not going to fare well going down the stretch. We saw Florida State lose yesterday, again, for their third loss in a row. But at the end of the day, we still got to play Florida State. We still got to play Louisville. We still got to play Duke. All three of those quarterbacks, if Clemson's defense plays the way they've been playing, which they probably will, I mean, look, it's not week 2 anymore. We know who this team is because we see them do the same thing week in and week out. It's going to be hard for them to beat those teams. So I'm glad that Clemson's on a win streak, a two-game win streak against terrible teams and everything. But again, we played probably the worst two teams. No, not probably. We did play the worst two teams in the ACC the past 2 weeks. So it's a little bit of fool's gold what we're seeing here with the scores and whatnot. Clemson wins, Clemson covers. That's great. But there's a lot of problems. A lot of problems. And it starts at the top, the coaching staff. This offense is so predictably bad. And I was about to say predictable and bad. They're predictably bad. If you go back and watch my stream and every other stream I've done on Clemson this year, every game following the LSU game, and especially on third down, but pretty much every down, but particularly on third down, if it's a third and short situation, I'm in my YouTube studio calling the game and telling you what play they're going to run. And I'm just an idiot on YouTube. I'm not a defensive coordinator. You guys remind me all the time that I'm not a coach and I'm not a player. If I know what they're going to do, you better goddamn well believe that they know what you're going to do because they are coaches and players. Every third and short, you know it's going to be a little hitch pass or a screen pass. Every third and long, for some reason that nobody can explain, is going to be a run. But it's very predictable. They still refuse to run the ball. The guy that had the most carries last night was Adam Randall with 10. 10 carries for Adam Randall. Adam Randall didn't have his greatest night. He had a touchdown. That's great. But he only got 10 opportunities, and this might have been his worst game running the ball with only 3.5 yards a carry. But again, he only ran the ball 10 times. Cade Klubnik, on the other hand, ran the ball 9 times. So our quarterback who ended up getting hurt in the game, and he got hurt because of the coaching staff. I don't know what the obsession is with Cade Klubnik, with the coaching staff. It's like they're trying to prove some kind of point that they weren't wrong about him or something. Because, again, with a big lead, you should be running the ball. I think you should be running the ball anyway, whether you have a big lead or no lead, unless you're 21 points down in the game. I think this should be a run-first team. But we know that's not what they're going to do. I've been saying this for weeks. This is who they are. This is who Garrett Riley is. He's going to throw the ball as many times as he can, no matter the down, the distance, the game situation. No, it doesn't matter the reason. They're going to throw the ball as much as they can. And it's very frustrating to watch because it's not as if we don't have capable backs. Do you guys know who the leading rusher was last night? Does anybody know who had the most yards on the ground last night? It wasn't Adam Randall, and it wasn't even Cade Klubnik, as much as they ran him. It was Keith Adams Jr. Rewind the State of the Fan addresses 3, 4, 5 weeks. Every week I've been on here saying, where's Keith Adams Jr.? Well, he showed up last night. Now, albeit it was in garbage time, so I don't know how much you can take out of that, but he was the leading rusher with 49 yards or 50 yards or whatever it was. He was their leading rusher in yards per carry at 7 yards per carry. He had a touchdown late. This is a veteran running back. So this whole idea, I still continue to hear this from people every week, is, oh, well, Pete, the reason you don't run the ball is because you got a wide receiver playing running back. Well, that's just false. That narrative can be put out the window. Because Adam Randall has played great. Him and Bryant Wesco have been the two bright spots on this offense. Really the only two players on this offense this year that had that dog in them. Wesco had another big night last night. Wesco showed up every week. Has Wesco played perfect? I mean, you'll point back to the Georgia Tech game. I'm hearing this too from people. Oh, hey, one time, this one time, Cade Klubnik threw Wesco the ball. He was wide open and he dropped the ball. Yeah, okay, great. He's due to drop a ball once in a while. But Bryant Wesco has been an absolute baller on this football team. Adam Randall, despite last night not being his greatest performance, has been an absolute baller on this team. The rest of the offense is on a milk carton. And again, the offensive line has not played great all year. And the best remedy, look, again, I'm not a coach, but everybody from Pop Warner and up knows this about football. It's the most basic of rules. Run blocking is a cure to a lot of your offensive line problems. Run blocking is a lot easier than pass blocking because you're going forward instead of backwards. The best cure for that problem is to run the ball more, and not with your quarterback, who is not very good at running the ball, by the way. I don't know who needs to hear this. Cade Klubnik is not a good quarterback run guy. He's not. And unfortunately for him, they ran 3 design quarterback runs in a row, which ultimately led to him getting hurt. This is not on Cade Klubnik. This is not Cade Klubnik's fault. Cade Klubnik's played not great all year, but this situation that he's been put in is not his fault. This is 110% on Garrett Riley and Dabo Swinney. I say Garrett Riley because Garrett Riley's the one calling the plays. I say Dabo Swinney because Dabo Swinney's the one that's letting Garrett Riley do this. I hate this offense. I hate almost everything about it outside of a couple of these players that I think are bright spots, mainly Randall and Bryant Wesco. But I hate the philosophy. I know I sound like a broken record. I'm going to come on here every week and say it. I come on here every week, win, lose, or draw, and give my opinions, raw and unedited. You don't have to agree with them. I hate this offensive scheme. I hate it. I can't imagine that somebody would watch this offense and like it. That would blow my mind just as much as watching this offense. I'm trying to think of something positive to say here. I know the Sunshine Pumpers are probably unsubscribing right now. Pete, come on, man. We won by 31 points. Give these kids a break. I'm not blaming it on the players. I'm really not. This is a coaching problem from top to bottom. I mean, I don't even know. if you're a running back, and look, I hope that Clemson goes out there and on the recruiting trail and in the transfer portal and lands the best possible quarterback they can get, because that's what they're going to need to do, by the way. Let's not forget that. This offseason, boy, Christopher Vizina is hot ass. He is terrible. He had negative yards last night. They brought in Vizina. He had negative yards, and people are like, okay, what about Pierman? I don't know. Maybe Pierman would be better. We got another true freshman on the squad that might be better. I don't know, but they're gonna look. Cade Klubnik's going after this year. They're gonna have to go in the portal and get a quarterback, and they should be able to. But the problem is, I guess if you're a quarterback and Garrett Riley's still the offensive coordinator there, you might want to come to Clemson because you know you're going to be able to pass the ball incessantly, even when they shouldn't. So it's a quarterback-friendly offense in that way, as far as they're going to get you your stats, you're going to get your opportunities. They're going to run you a lot. But if you're a running back and you are looking to go to Clemson, or if you're in the transfer portal and you're looking at places to go and you're a running back, why would you want to play for Garrett Riley? I have no idea what running back in their right mind would want to play in a Garrett Riley offense. Because even if you're really good, like Adam Randall has proven to be, like it looks like Gideon Davidson's going to be, I think Gideon Davidson's going to be a good player if he's given the opportunity. But if you're a elite or even very good running back in the transfer portal, why would you want to come play in a Garrett Riley system? You wouldn't. So not only is Garrett Riley's system and the offensive philosophy right now at Clemson hurting them today in every game they play, it's hurting them next year too. It's a trickle-down effect. Again, I'm not wishing that. I hope Clemson gets the best players. I don't know what's going to happen with Garrett Riley at the end of this season. He's got 1 year left on his contract. I can't imagine that they keep him. Whatever his buyout is, what is he getting paid? $2.5 million a year or something? What are they going to? If they got to pay him his last year, $2 million. I don't know what his buyout is, but whatever it is worth it. We need to have a legit We got legit offensive players. There's a lot of really good players on this offense. And there's going to be a lot of really good players on this offense next year. They're going to rebuild the offensive line, which might not be a bad thing. But at the skill positions, we're looking pretty good into the future. But we need a different play caller. We need a different philosophy. Period. I don't even know what else to say. We got SMU this week. It'd be interesting to see what the line is on that one. I don't know what the line's going to be on that one. If I had to guess, Clemson will be favored by a small margin. And will be lucky to get out of there with a win offensively. And they got a quarterback that can move too. So might be some problems for the defense. Defense gives up big, huge chunk plays on the ground. Not much different from what we saw last year. Changed coordinators, but still can't stop the run. Still bad tackling. A lot of issues in coverage still. There's a couple bright spots on the defense. Terrell has played well this year. Khalil Barnes is back and healthy. He's played pretty well for the most part. But man, this front seven has not lived up to the hype at all. We got NFL players all over the defense, but watching the game you wouldn't really know it. So the Tom Allen on the field thing, I still like him on the field better than not on the field. There was a point last night where it looked as if Dabo Swinney was essentially taking over for Tom Allen in the defense. I don't know if you guys remember what part of the game I'm talking about. He's over there yelling at Tom Allen. He's yelling at the defense. He's literally giving hand signals when Clemson's on defense to the defense, like he's calling plays. It's just mind-bogglingly bad. This is for a team that won by 30 points. That is the most painful 30-point victory I have ever seen Clemson have in my life. In my life. And I'm sure, look, they went on the road. to Boston College. I'm sure they were dancing in the locker room afterwards like everything was great because they had a 30-point victory. But holy shit, man. Holy shit. Look, could be worse, I guess. If we're looking for positives, I guess it could be worse. We could be Penn State. We could be Penn State or we could be Florida State. So, look, it's bad, but it ain't that bad. All right, y'all let me know down below what you think about last night's game and Clemson as a whole. And, of course, you guys hit that thumbs up and hype button, too. Y'all know that new thing, the hype button? Hit that, too, because YouTube really cares. Anyway, y'all have a great Sunday. Your boys check it out.